move, little girl. Here, come here. Come over here.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my friends, and I mean that, my buddies, my pals, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Miami Heat as they go up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. Everybody's heard the story of Erik Spoelstra, how he got his start with the Heat, rising up through the organization. He's shown that he is a very capable head coach. Got the ring to prove it.
Got the ring to prove it. I'm going to give you a stat that you probably wouldn't even think of.
What?
He's the second longest tenured coach in the NBA.
How about that?
I would never think that. A young guy, he's been there. That's telling you the state of the league as well, but very detail-oriented.
From video coordinator to championship-winning coach.
Question.
You know, his story is not really, it's impressive, but not really that impressive when you talk about all the other historic coaches. But being a two-time champion, that puts him in an elite company as far as coaches go.
You don't like his story?
I do, but, some coaches started here, started there, started there. His story is more of a Hoosier story.
Okay. That was a great story, too, though.
Yeah. Time now for tip-off. Kevin Harlan will have the call, and we will see you later.
Sacramento Kings here at home in an interconference match should be a good one. They went to Miami for their last meeting with the Heat and came out with a win.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Well, you could quickly see that using the three ball was a huge part of the game plan coming in. And it was the right plan. They got hot, and the D had no answer as to how to cool them off.
And the pregame routine's coming to an end. We're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Heat coach Erik Spoelstra has worked his way up from the bottom, and he's still one of the most driven people you'll meet. He said, I hate this quality, but I can go to dark levels when we lose. I'm inconsolable. Then I get this crazy, intense focus, desperate not to be embarrassed again. That dark spot is what I tap into. Creativity comes from there.
Thanks, D.A. That effort permeates through the entire team. And with this much of the season in the books, you get the sense teams, Brent, are starting to view areas they need to address.
Yeah, this is always interesting, Kevin. If it's before the trade deadline, you may start looking around the league for players that might come in and get you poised for a playoff run by making a shift in your personnel.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. So here's Miami starting group. Winslow and Bosch at the forward spots. Johnson is out there with Dragic, and it's Haslam in at the 5 down low. Now here's a Flalo. Sacramento moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. And Young just on the 3 there. Nice look.
Yeah, and that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Johnson against the Flalo. Johnson outside. Young against Dragic. Lets it go from 11, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. And now Jones running the floor all by himself.
And now they're known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
I don't think really that's his personality. Sometimes he's just waiting for things to happen, and other times he's in attack mode.
Good on the three-point shot. And Sacramento has possession. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Big shots, little shots, are there such a thing? They all hit the shots, and it took the fans right out of it. What a performance away from home.
Got that bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Johnson with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And he is very talented offensively, but what really stood out to me was his defense, guys. He was nabbing steals left and right out there. Just did a terrific job of taking advantage of the opposition's lazy play. Outstanding D there. They really got up in his shirt and made him uncomfortable.
Young's shot is off.
And you really thought that was going to be a gimme, but unable to convert.
It's as if he had too good a look. Is that possible? And now he's kicking himself.
Now here's Winslow. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
When Bosch gets that close to the basket, he is relentless on how he attacks. We saw it there.
And Young kicks to a Flalo. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's one of his best attributes. It's his passes hit guys in stride.
Dragic against Young. Dragic the pass to Bosch. Haslam a screen. Outside Bosch. 6 to shoot. Haslam a screen. Jumper off the screen. No good from Dragic.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him. But, you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
He's it from downtown.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Now here's Dragic. 14 points from him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And, guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
And a chance now to review the shot chart.
And everything he's touched, top players know exactly where he is at all times. Because if he gets a sliver of a look, he'll get it done.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Winslow. Follow against Johnson. And it's Bosch in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Bosch has got 5.
Persistence from Bosch, keeping after the ball on the offensive glass and following it up with a nice putback.
Here's Young, and again it's Sacramento converted. The Heat trail by 6. Now Dragic hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Inside, puts it up from 12, and the jumper falls for him.
And that's just sweet string music from Chris Bosh.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter.
You know, around the league, Chris Bosh is thought about as such a versatile big man that still can dominate a game. Rare to have someone be so comfortable from anywhere on the floor with his size. Creating his own shot is very rare at the power forward spot, but expanding to the three-point line has made him devastating offensively.
Now here's Johnson after the miss from Jones. Just 3 to shoot. Bosch can't hit.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
Tolliver, no luck. And with Bosch in his play, he's still one of the best power forwards in the league. Right, you have to include his name into that conversation.
Well, don't let Eric Spoelstra's secrets out of the bag with what Chris Bosch does for him defensively. That's where he shows so much versatility as a 4 or 5 man, completely mobile out there, and it allows multiple pick and roll coverages.
Young dishes to Tolliver. Cousins against Haslam. Cousins with the bucket. And so here is Miami. They trail by 6. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throw.
On the road, those are not points that you can afford to miss out on. Step up, knock down your free throws. They shot themselves in the foot with their struggles at the line.
Grant, the importance of the three-pointer growing and growing. Some ways becoming too prominent. What do you think?
I'm enjoying the game. I'm getting a little jealous that
Everybody is, though.
Yeah, I'm getting a little jealous that I didn't. Come on, gentlemen. Let's go. Hey, listen, Rockets is killing us. Everything is going right for him on that run. Let's smother him and take away those easy looks. All right? Let's go, guys, and play some defense. I like the three-point shot. It's here to stay. Just don't mention four. Don't mention the four-point shot.
But some are.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Now, here is Young. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Cousins inside. He's guarded by Haslam. And he makes that one.
Well, had his head on a swivel and found the open man. Nice assist.
The Heat trail by 5. Outside Dragic. There's the dish to Bosch. Just 5 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. The Kings have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. There's the feed to Tolliver. Back to Young. And Cousins kicks to Jones. Puts it up from 15. Good. It's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Haslam, a screen on Young. Dragic gets to Haslam. Winslow wide open. He fires off target from outside. Kings leading now by 7. Jones with it. Now guarded by Winslow. Young with no one around. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Man, he is scoring in so many ways right now. The versatility on the offensive end really helping out his squad.
Johnson the screen. Dragic kicks to Bosch. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. Pushing 2.
Think back to the first couple of years of Chris Bosch coming out of Georgia Tech into the NBA and how thin and slight he was and people wanting him to pack on pounds. All he did was pack on points, Kevin. We all saw his future as a back-to-the-basket big man. That's not what he has become, and he's become an all-star level, maybe even a Hall of Fame caliber player at the power forward position.
And thinking about Bosch and him never bulking up, really, he helped shift the mold of what the modern power forward is.
Well, the modern power forward has a good sense of the floor, has to be able to hit the outside shot and handle the basketball. Chris Bosch coming into the league had all of those tools at his disposal, and I don't think it was quite as big an adjustment for Chris Bosch. It was just about how much he could gain his confidence. He did that early.
Now here's Collison. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Waiters. Kufis grabs the miss. Sacramento leading by 8. Temple dishes to Collison. Gay with no one around. Oh, good with the triple. The Heat shooting 33% here in the first quarter. The tie for the ball. And the ball touch by Gay. Off the inbound, and it's good on the way up. Richardson's got his first 2 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Temple kicks to Pufus. Sacramento moving it around. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Sacramento, Jones in its small forward. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Lawson. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, guys. The chosen one in the last game against the Nuggets just played phenomenal. He scored 40 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of amount in 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Yeah, I'm with Greg here. It could go either way, maybe a flip of the coin, whether he's exhausted or invigorated after that last performance. We'll see.
Johnson kicks to Dragic. And Jones sends it back. Cousins. That one falls off Lawson's feet. And it's an 8-point Kings lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Johnson the screen. Dragic kicks to Williams. And the jam by Derek Williams.
That'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Pass to Jones. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Young from outside. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Let's go! Let's go!
He needs to drain these perimeter jumpers. A masterful shooter from deep.
Here's Dragic. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Right side, Williams.
Surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when they're trailing, but I think he's just trying to give his team a spark.
And what a dunk it was. And that last replay courtesy of Pia as Cousins throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Johnson, following the basket by DeMarcus Cousins. Haslam a screen. Dragic kicks to Winslow. On the wing, Johnson. On the pass to Winslow. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic. And there's another one for the Heat.
And as Dragic went up on the jumper, he knew the defense was there still. Finds a way to knock that one in.
Young pass to Jones. Dragic comes with the double team. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Ty Lawson. The Kings shooting their first free throw of the night. And defense, not always something that gets a ton of attention, Brent, but it's the other half of the coin that makes a difference when you think of perimeter defense. Who comes to mind as best guys at that position?
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Stay sharp. Finish strong.
And these guys can part a lot of different positions.
Yeah, again, there's ways that great coaches in our league teach professional teams that you can also have schemes defensively and just as many plays defensively to be effective on that end of the court. But that part is about effort.
Justice Young really making a difference here.
Just killing it. They've got to be
Here's our 2K leaderboard with the list of the teams that have been on fire from beyond the arc over the past month. Number 1, the Kings.
Over the last month, they've been extremely disciplined on the perimeter, not really rushing to get attempts off, but taking their time to find the best looks.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hazel a screen. Winslow kicks to Hazel. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. For a few years now, the Heat have made a point to play at a very slow pace, helps minimize possessions for both teams. And Brent, if you look at the roster, it plays right to their strengths.
Yeah, something about the slower pace, I think, seems to help out their current mix of players. And of course, over the past season and a half, their development with Whiteside down there in the middle, that could slow up what you try to do offensively. But again, a staple for Eric Spoelstra and what the Heat do is defensively causing you all sorts of trouble in the half court before it is they attack you on the other end.
And a follow wide open. He shoots. Jackson the tray. Follow's got 5.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
Not forcing really any of the action, instead letting the game come to them and exploiting every opportunity.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've got here in the first half.
And here's Jones. He had 40 points in the win against Denver.
Well, the other part of his game was the menacing defense. You can tell his team really looks for him to be their junkyard dog.
And DeMarcus Cousins, such a polarizing figure for coaches and fans alike. And this is dating back to his college days, even at Kentucky.
Yeah, maturing some, but obviously that fire burns bright within him. His passion is what helps fuel that production, especially when you start comparing him to other true centers.
The free throw drops for Cousins. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Heat trail by 12. Dragic kicks to Williams. Back to Dragic. Good. The nice assist for Williams.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
Jones sets the pick for Young. Shooting by Jones. From 13, you look at that great two-man play from Prez and Young.
Well, you know Young likes to get the ball to Prez when he can, and he found him in a good spot.
The Heat have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Here's Williams. Rebound by the Kings. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Young dishes to a Flalo. Here's Tolliver. The shot from the low post is good. Tolliver's got his first points of the game.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And knowing that's the kind of D the opposition has been playing, he's going straight for the jugular, just like he should.
Now here's Dragic. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. On the clock, and the 3 ball is good. Dragic has got 7 now in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
A follow outside, down low. Here's Cousins, and there the Kings with another bucket.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
The Heat trail by 13. Young with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. The 8th quarter. And yep, and the Bucks are rolling around the rim. 12 points for the chosen one.
And his shot on target, guys. They have the lead right now. Primarily.
Bring it in. Take a seat. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them. We're not give them any life out there. Understood? You got this.
You are, first and foremost. I know Greg Popovich all the time talks about guys checking their ego at the door and understanding how important it is for you to accept your role. And the quicker you do it, Kevin, the more you can accomplish in the season. I played many years in the NBA where a lot of guys did not understand what the coach was asking them to do until after the All-Star break. And after they accepted the role, the team would have this great run of wins, but too late. If it was 2 months sooner, it would have been teams that would have participated in the postseason.
Coaches, GMs, they love the skill, but they also like the mind that goes with it and the framework with which they're going to play on that team.
It speaks to guys having maturity, Kevin, and that's sometimes hard to come by with how young the league is.
Rufus checked in for Sacramento. The Heat also changing it up. Dion Waiters checked in for Derek Williams. Josh Richardson comes in for Johnson. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. On defense, Sacramento. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And the foul called on Justice Young. That is his first foul of the game. Chris Bosh is checked in for Udonis Haslem. Chris Bosh. And Miami has possession. Richardson kicks to Udrich. He feeds it to Bosh. Aflalo pulls it in. Sacramento leading by 15. Outside Jones. Takes the 13-footer. Young on the foul. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And Udrich kicks to Bosh. They set the pick. He dishes it to Richardson. Lock at 6. Back to Bosh. The shot's good. Bosh has got 11.
That's just a sensational play by Chris Bosh to take the contact and still finish.
Screen by Cousins. He kicks it to Aflalo. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. He's got 8.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Yeah, if he's going to kill you coming off of those down screens as a defender, you have to fight over the top.
Now, here's Richardson. 5 points in the game. Feeds it to Udrich. Bosh, a screen on Young. Takes a 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Well, Justice Winslow takes time to balance himself and measure the defense there. That helps him maintain good body position before the launch.
Here's Cousins. He had 25 points in the win against the Nuggets in Denver.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
The Kings have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
On the free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And with the success they've had rebounding in basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Alder.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy. The players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. That free throw, no good. And Brent, when you were drafted and played your first game, what was the biggest difference between the NBA and the college game that you noticed, in the first month or so as a pro?
When you step into an NBA practice gym, Kevin, and you watch a small forward or a power forward spot up and shoot 18-footers, you can immediately see the talent level and skill level difference between every college player and what the NBA player offers up. These are pros who get the job done, and you see it immediately.
Well, they always talk about the speed. I'm sure that plays into it, too. The difference in the speed level from college to pro.
Well, speed, strength, size, intellect. Tell me when you want me to start.
But skill is a top for you.
The skill of
the big men is something that you can immediately see and is decidedly different from between college and the NBA.
Great answer. Here's Udrich following the basket by Justice Young. Bosch passes to Udrich. Back to Bosch. Shot clock at 5. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one. Hurts another.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the way that the league is changing, you have to respect the fact that Eric Spoelstra has changed along with it. He's had a lot of small ball during the Big 3 years, and he's been able to recognize when it's advantageous to go small with his roster for quite some time.
And the first one drops. And thinking about Spoelstra and how he was one of the few coaches to go small a couple years ago, Brent, you have to admire his flexibility in his approach.
Well, I think any coach really relishes the opportunity, Kevin, to have options on the floor. And when LeBron James is playing the 4 spot, he's a mismatch for everybody. Let's face it, when LeBron's on the floor for anybody, at any position, he's a mismatch. But Eric Spoelstra did some thinking outside the box and got that team to play championship caliber basketball for 4 straight seasons.
Now here's Bosch. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix. Miami no good on that time either. Temple dishes to Kufis to the inside. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Kings have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And the Kings making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. And both free throws good for Darren Collison. Miami's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Outside Bosch. It's taken away by Collison. Now here's Collison, a fast break opportunity. Banked in off the glass. Collison's got 4 this quarter.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
1 through 12, it's been a total team effort. Guys giving their all on both ends of the floor, and you can see that reflected on that scoreboard.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Temple kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Temple. Wide open look. He gets that one. Temple's got 6 points. 59 seconds left in the second quarter. Now here's Richardson. He has 5. Now Udrich. Back to Bosch. To halt the run. Bosch with another miss.
Man, he's missing those kind of good looks. His team is in some serious trouble.
The drive-by game. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
There's 21 seconds left now here in the second. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost him.
Yeah, he's going to be down on himself about that one. He's a better player than that, and you'd hate to see that kind of miscue affect the outcome of the game.
Collison with it. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Kicks it to Gay. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Kings on top, running away with it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank
colleagues here with Coach Yeager. Coach, how do you keep control of this game going forward?
Well, we got to keep them out of the paint. You can't play like you're up 4 touchdowns. Trying to guard the basketball, they put their heads down. You can't be unaggressive. You got to be aggressive.
Coach, we'll see if you can keep up that defensive intensity. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Good work, guys. Nicely done. Where do you guys want to go after the game? Burgers or tacos? I kind of want to go tacos. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're desperate. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game. Go home.
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Justice Young in this game, he's been everywhere.
You just can't shoot the triple any better than he did in that first half. That was incredible.
Yeah, not something he typically does well, but it shows almost anyone at this level can get on a roll on any given night.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Winslow and Bosch at the forward spots. Dragic is out there with Johnson. And it's Haslam and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. From downtown, and it's Winslow that time on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists tonight.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket. Well, I think GMs basically were salivating over the fact that Winslow was going to come into this league and be an impact defender. He's got great hands and great feet to stick with who it is that he's defending. And that wingspan certainly disrupts passing lanes.
There's Dragic. Haslam a screen. Ball's knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Heat. Here's Dragic to the paint, tipped away, and stolen by Cousins. Here's Young. The follow kicks to Young. The 10-footer. It's number 9 to fall. Who's only taking 10 shots.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 7. Johnson the screen. Dragic the pass to Winslow. Offline with his 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Young against Dragic. Tolliver dishes to Young. They set the pick. In. And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Here's Winslow. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 4 assists in the game. Young outside. In the corner, a follow with it. Dishes it to Tolliver. Looking for Young. He gets it there. That one, no good. Dragic with some nice D.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Well, he could not have been any more wide open, guys. Wow, I bet he nails that shot next time he gets a clean look.
And a follow kicks to Young. Johnson over to help. And here's Jones. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And checking out the numbers for Young. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. First in free throw percentage, second in scoring, and he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
Johnson kicks to Dragic. Got a piece of it, and stolen by a follow. Here's Young, and he lays that one in. Young's got 27.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And Haslam kicks to Winslow, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Dragic against Young. Cousins, it's good. Now he's shooting 6-7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Dragic. Passes it to Bosch. Launches a 3. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Jones. Down low. Here's a follow. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. Here's the dish to Johnson. And it's Miami with another.
A terrific look from Bosch there to set up a teammate for a good look.
Kings have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. There's the feed to Jones. Pass to Cousins. Gets some room on the way down, and the bucket's good. Cousins has got 18 points in the game. Miami's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. It's good. 16 points for Chris Bosh.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Young passes to Cousins. And it's Miami with the rebound. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. That will be the 3rd of this 6-game road trip. And Young kicks to Tolliver. Kings moving the ball around. Kick out to Aflalo. Cousins against Haslam. Nice spin off the leg rim and in. 20 points here for Cousins.
So good at picking his spots. He always knows exactly what the team needs from him offensively. That's why they hold the lead.
Johnson dishes to Winslow. And Dragic has it in the corner. And the layup is good. 9 points in the game so far.
They really did a nice job of getting the ball into an area where good things tend to happen, and they did.
Cousins with a screen for Young. Off the pick, and the jumper is on the mark. Young's got 29.
And really, you just have to enjoy watching Young fill it up. Everything he touches right now turns to gold.
Over to the wing. Haslam a screen, and it's Dragic off the drive. There's Winslow. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Winslow's got 9 points now in just the second half. To the middle, here's Cousins. Got that one up quick.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Bosh, a screen on Aflalo. Johnson, the pass to Bosh. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Fantastic job by Chris Bosh there to get the ball that close inside and getting the defense to feel uncomfortable.
For Miami, they have shot 8 of 5 so far.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
And that one misses. It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And a new group in for the Heat. Derek Williams, he checked in for Haslam. Waiters comes in for Justice Winslow. Richardson, he's checked in for Tyler Johnson. And it's Udrich in for Goran Dragic. That one misses. The Kings shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Gay kicks to Kufis. Now the pass to Temple. He feeds it to Gay. Lets it go with the three. Second chance effort, and the layup is good. Kufis has got his third basket of the night right there.
And guys, that kind of sums it up right there. I mean, one team getting after it, hustling the rebounds, the putbacks. The other team just a step slow.
And the defensive reaction time has been a bit subpar tonight. Someone should tuck these guys in and turn those lights off.
Now here's Bosch. He's got 16. And stolen by Kufis. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with an equal intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin has been great in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you. And that one's goodbye game. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. Now Udrih. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Miami no good on that time either.
And so far, he has not had his usual effort in this one, and it's really hurting the team.
Temple gets the bucket.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this one. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Williams. He dishes it to Bosch. To stop the drought. Bosch with another miss.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they're getting desperate. They're doing everything they can to stem the tide of this monster run.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Udrih kicks to Waiters. The 15-footer. And in Sacramento with the rebound. Gay's got his third rebound tonight. Well, one thing, Brent, with Dion Waiters is that when he is on, he is red hot. He's one of those players who will get single-digit points for a few weeks, then just explode for 25 or 30 points out of the blue.
Well, that sounds nice, Kevin, but most coaches are seeking consistency, and he's really not had that in the early stages of his career so far. So still trying to figure out his role, but he does bail out his team every now and again with those kind of scoring binges.
Here's Richardson after Rudy Gay's bucket. Richardson dishes to Bosch. Up and in from the low block. Bosch has got 18 points in the game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Gay kicks to Cauley-Stein. Outside Collison. To the inside. Gay. And there it is for him. He's got 8.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Udrih kicks to Waiters. Feeds to Richardson. Heat moving the ball around. Williams passes to Bosch. And stolen by Kufis. With the floater, and Rudy Gay again.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the third. And Chris Bosch with the slam.
You just can't forget how long Chris Bosch is, even when he gets whacked, still able to get it to fall.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
The Kings making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. .27 seconds left in the third. He kicks it to Collison. Dishes to Cauley-Stein. The shot's good. Collison making the play.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Yeah, I wonder if they went into the laboratory during halftime. Their poise, their execution, it's been fantastic.
And Udrich kicks to Bosch. With 1 on the clock, no good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Kings on top, opening up a huge gap. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
The difference in the game right now is those turnovers that led to fast breaks. Let's just get simple shots, simple plays. Okay? Don't need home runs, right?
Eric Spoelstra moments ago wants his guys to focus on making the right play, not the highlight play.
Yeah, style points don't show up on the scoreboard. That's why they never show up in a coach's game plan.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Gay and Cauley-Stein fill up the forward spots. Collison is out there with Lawson, and it's Kukas in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Reed a screen. Nick Roberts dishes to Reed. Top of the key jumper, no good.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
And with the rise of advanced stats, the big movement in the league, we've seen a bit of a backlash from the traditionalists and the scouts. We saw it in baseball. We're seeing it in the NBA. They say you have to watch the game to understand it. You can't boil it down to just numbers. But I think what you've always said is they can all work hand in hand.
The numbers are interesting, Kevin, and obviously if there's some way that you can combine what it is that you see and backed up by the statistics, it'd be silly to think that you could get more information and that in some way you can't use it to your advantage.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Miami's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Gay. Here's Udrich. Kicks to Reed. Just 3 to shoot. Goes up on the wing, and he gets the jumper to drop.
I don't know if it's drawn up quite like that, but they'll take it.
Pass to Gay. It's Cooper's atop the key. Collison kicks to Gay. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 4 assists now tonight.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
And Udrich kicks to McRoberts. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Lawson outside. And he uses the glass on the way.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Ellington kicks to Johnson. Now, here is Reed. Defended by Kufis. Reed the pass to Ellington. Good ball movement here by Miami. Nick Roberts misses. The Kings have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll, and they pick up 2.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
And no matter what adjustments the defense has made tonight, they've had an answer every time.
And some changes here for the Kings. Jones comes in for Rudy Gay. Young is subbed in for Darren Collison. That'll be a 5-second call. And still a big wish list item for Commissioner Silver, creating a 2 years out of high school requirement for players coming into the NBA.
It's going to be interesting, Kevin. I'm all for anybody who has a talent to do something to be exposed to do it as soon as you possibly can. But for the good of the league, for the product as a whole, I think 2 years in college would be a great rule for our league. It'll save coaches time from teaching these young players how it is to be a pro and to play the pro game.
Here is McRoberts. Johnson, and nothing Everything is falling for him right now. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing, to the middle, and then Johnson with the jam.
Well, presence of mind from McRoberts to fire the pass right to the open teammate made that one happen.
There's the pick. And Young kicks to Lawson. Carries it from three-point range.
This is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Well, why not? These guys are so completely locked in and in rhythm. Hard to remember the last time they missed.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. All going up court. A nice shot by Kufis.
If you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
They're buckling down on defense. The key here, no more easy buckets, no more layups. Has to be the mantra as they try to mount that comeback.
Reed misses. Kings have gotten absolutely red out shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. And that one is stuck right through.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Cauley Stein. And you often see players talking with an official after a call or a non-call. Were you ever able to make headway with the ref by talking to them after a play, whether you agreed, disagreed, or whatever?
Well, the biggest part about it, Kevin, it's all about your approach. So if you walk up to the referees and you're kind and you're courteous, they're going to listen to what it is that you have to say. So it's all about your timing and your approach with the officials to point out something that may be happening in the game or a trend that you see in the early part of the game, just to draw their attention to some of that action during the course of the period.
Did coaches always make players aware of who is officiating and what to look for?
I really never had a coach in a pregame meeting, Kevin, come in and mention the officials who were reffing that game that night. Never happened in my career.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the three by Miami that went in. Now, here's Kufis, and there are the Kings with another bucket.
That set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Pass to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely. Lawson with it. To the inside. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Garrett Temple is checked in for Ty Lawson. You look at the elite players in the NBA, a much more tight-knit bunch than maybe in decades past. Brent, not as much animosity as we used to see between players on different teams. Do you agree with that? And maybe more importantly, why is it different now than it was then?
We always talk about the AAU programs and what it is that these elite players are offered up in terms of their early stages of development, Kevin. When you're in 6th grade and you know somebody from D.C. is friends with somebody in Oakland because they get to see one another throughout the course of the AAU programs over the summer and where these tournaments are held, it's understandable that the elite players in the NBA are going to have relationships that exist before they get there. So I don't have any problem with it whatsoever.
Here's Johnson. After the basket by Willie Cauley-Stein. A three-pointer is right on target.
And now he's gone streaking where one leads to 2, which leads to 3. That's big trouble for the defense.
Ellington kicks to Udrih. The dish to McRoberts. That's good. And it's Udrih with the assist that time. Udrih has got 6 assists now in the game. And outside. Some solid defense from Reed.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Ellington, and so he earns a trip to the line official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Well, it's something that we know goes on during play, but is rarely talked about. Brent, did you ever trash talk during a game or get trash talk too?
I heard many things. I pretended not to hear them, Kevin. And the only time that
I can see you start to laugh, though, when you heard stuff.
I did. I found more enjoyment out of it, even though it was something very personal. I still found enjoyment. And the only time that I would talk trash were the times that I got to play against my brother John, because I knew he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, and you knew his soft spots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brothers always do.
He has plenty.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Reed. Williams comes in for Josh McRoberts, and it's Waiters in for Johnson. And so he's able to get one of two.
And they are shooting themselves in the foot here. They've lost their touch at the line. The percentage continues to drop from where it was in that first half.
Here's Temple. Back to Young. They set the screen. Sacramento moving it around. Baseline Jay. Rebound by Williams.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just claimed it.
Offensive rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him two chances at the free throw line here.
Well, we know about him being the 4th overall pick in the draft, and Waiters still trying to find a role on this team. Dion Waiters still trying to find a way in this game to become more efficient in terms of how it is that he scores the basketball. Right now, he's a valuable contributor off the bench, at least offensively.
And more on Waiters. At this point, what you see is what you get with him. He's not going to carry a team, Brent, offensively, but he'll help you out at times.
I think it's just the nature of his game. Not an efficient scorer by any means, and he has problems finding his own shot at times, so he makes things up on the fly to get himself in the scoring column, sometimes a little bit detrimental to the team's success.
Goofus dishes to Temple. The feed now to Young. The 10-footer finds the target. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And really, Young is never going to pass up a catch-and-shoot opportunity. He's remarkably efficient with those kinds of shots.
Now here's Waiters. And Haslem has it in the corner. Outside Williams. Eyes a three. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Young outside. They set the pick. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Young's got 36.
You see the defense looking around as if somebody else has the problem. They collectively do. This guy's on fire.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, here is Young. On the wing, Jones. Change last season, Brent, in college basketball, allowing players longer to decide whether to go pro and even enable them to declare and then change their minds. I personally like that rule. What do you think?
I enjoyed that rule as well, Kevin. I mean, you're 18 years old, 19 years old, and you decide to do something and you can't take it back. I don't think that's a good lesson to teach the youth of America, and so I'm with the rule. I think one interesting thing that we could also...
Kevin, is there another player out there capable of moves as stunning as that?
A handful at the most. He is an elite company. That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Pass to Temple. He feeds it to Kufis. Back to Temple. The pass to Young. Here's the three. Another three for Sacramento.
A sensational focus. Young not letting the D affect his jumper at all. What a gifted shooter.
Johnson kicks to Udra. Back to Johnson. Williams with a clean look. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's 15 points for Williams.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
It's one of those things, the team hits from downtown. The other side immediately wants to get back those points.
And that's exactly how they've gotten the lead right here. Easily, he's been their most consistent performer.
2020 tonight, he could not be more focused, just locked in. Got to give him the ball.